Hi, so it's week 9 already of my video diary for Shrink Yourself. Another good week, I think, and I'm really grateful when I look back over the last couple of weeks that I had a wobble while I was on holiday and indulged in the way that I did, because I've learnt such a lot since then, I think, and I feel now that in having had a wobble, having indulged, and then the way that I've been able to recover from that and what I've learnt as a result of it is so far away from anything I've ever experienced in terms of sort of recovering healthy eating after a binge or a rebellion or however you wish to phrase it. And that's just feels like something I can really take with me and use for the rest of my life. So I'd really say that everything that I'm learning does feel like it's really becoming a habit rather than just something that somebody else has told me to do or suggested is good for me. And that just feels great, very empowering. I've had the experience this week where I went out for a meal with a friend who was on a diet. And it's the first time really that, obviously without the support of the programme, and it was very interesting, both the sort of looking at the menu and the decision making process, and how her rebellious self, played a part in the choices that she made, and the differences in where I felt I was at. All thanks to the programme, and we talked about that, and it was useful, I think, all round to share where we were thinking and what we were feeling about stuff. And I continue to feel really that the more people that know about this way of being around food, if you do have a problem with emotional eating, I think it's helping me like myself more, live life differently, make different choices. I'm certainly less in conflict and more relaxed around food. And, I have not had milk chocolate since, a long time now. And I don't miss it. I don't want it. And, even though I did have holiday indulgences, that wasn't one of them. Maybe it's something I might need to face or I might crave at some point, but so far I haven't. The guided session this week made for some challenging thoughts, really, looking at the safety layer, so the reasons for being overweight and how that might make you feel safe or protect you in some way. And that's something I've not paid a lot of attention to, but I can see how at this almost final stage of the programme that it's highly relevant, because looking back, having weighed myself recently and thinking about where I've been in the past in terms of weight loss, just diets without anything like this programme, this is the point at which I start to get either a bit rebellious and fed up with the fact that I'm depriving myself of certain foods, or where I start looking in the mirror and thinking, this is okay, I could stay at this weight and be all right. But of course, because of my problematic relationship with food, that was never the case, and any weight that I put on after dieting was increased and then some. So I'm conscious that this could be a tricky point for me, and a point at which I might rebel or sabotage myself. So to have the final part of the programme be about the safety layer and why you might want to retain the weight are very timely indeed. So one of the things I thought I might do is to really try and visualise myself thinner and thinner, and emerging sort of from a dark place really into something much happier, because I think that much as I don't like to believe that it's what's outside that matters, and it really that who you are inside really counts, but the physical, how it plays all sorts of parts in your daily life and it certainly affects how I feel about myself, how I look, and I like to, be able to run up a flight of stairs without, without just going it straight into the lift, and I like how it feels to be able to walk up a hill and look at the beautiful view. So to not feel really, I want to say disabled, is that too extreme? But to be really disempowered by your weight, so and completely burdened by it as well. So I'm looking at how I feel about shedding further weight, because really this is the point at which I'm starting to head into the unknown. In about half a stone's time I will be slimmer as an adult than I've been for a very long time. How will I feel, and what will that look like, and how attached am I to my fat identity, if you like? That's quite an interesting one. And who am I if I'm thinner? Am I still the same? Am I less cuddly? Am I meaner? Am I more direct? Am I less patient? I don't know. I suppose some of these are kind of fears and anxieties, and I understand from the guided session this week that a lot of this will be addressed over the next few weeks. But for now, I'm going to really focus on shedding those pounds visually, mentally, as well as I hope physically, and see where that brings me. And I look forward to next week.